The legal disclaimer ensures transparency about recipe sources and viewer responsibility. Hainanese chicken rice is one of the most beloved dishes in Malaysia and Singapore, tracing its roots to Wenchang chicken from Hainan Island in southern China. In the early 1900s, Hainanese immigrants arrived in Southeast Asia and adapted their homeland dish to local ingredients and palates, giving birth to the chicken rice we know today. According to Malaysian food historians, the earliest Hainanese chicken rice stall in Malaya was established by a Hainanese migrant in Malacca in the 1920s before relocating to Klang in the 1930s. The dish consists of three inseparable elements: silky, tender, poached chicken with smooth skin, fragrant rice cooked in rich chicken broth and rendered chicken fat, and a punchy chili ginger sauce that cuts through the richness. A bowl of the leftover poaching broth, served as soup, completes the meal. Every Malaysian and Singaporean has their favorite chicken rice stall, and debates over whose version is best are spirited and ongoing, but the principles remain the same: gentle poaching, flavorful rice, and a sauce that sings. Lee Seok Ching's version from Malaysian home cooking is a straightforward, home-style recipe that captures the essence of the dish without requiring specialist equipment. The cross-referenced recipes from Rasa Malaysia and Serious Eats confirm the core technique and add valuable tips on temperature control, skin exfoliation, and fat rendering that elevate the result. For the chicken, whole chicken, 1. Sesame oil, 2 teaspoons. Light soy sauce, 1 teaspoon. Salty, as needed. For the rice, ricey, 450 g. Cooking oil, 2 tablespoons. Garlic, 4 cloves, finely chopped. Chicken stock cube, 1. Salt, 2 teaspoons. Chicken poaching stock, enough to cook the rice. For the chili sauce, red chilies, 10. Garlic, 1 clove. Ginger, 5 cm knob, ground. Cooking oil, 1 tablespoon. Salt, 1 teaspoon. Sugar, 1 teaspoon. Tomato ketchup, 1 tablespoon. Vinegar, 1 tablespoon. Chicken stock, 4 tablespoons. For serving, cucumber, 1. Sliced. Fresh coriander leaves, a small bunch. Spring onions, 2. Chopped. Dark soy sauce to drizzle. Here are the written ingredient list. Preparation steps. Step 1. Prepare the chicken. Remove the chicken from its packaging and rinse it thoroughly inside and out under cold running water. Pat dry with paper towels. Trim any excess fat from the neck and cavity openings. Save these fat trimmings, as they can be used to enrich the rice later. Rub a generous pinch of salt all over the chicken skin and massage it in firmly. This salt rub, recommended by both Lee Seok Ching and corroborated by Rasa Malaysia and Serious Eats, acts as a gentle exfoliant that smooths the skin and improves its final texture. Rinse the salt off and pat the chicken dry once more. Step 2. Prepare the chili sauce ingredients. Wearing gloves to protect your hands, remove the stems from the 10 red chilies and deseed them if you prefer a milder sauce. Leave the seeds in for full heat. Peel the garlic clove. Peel a 5 cm knob of ginger and grate or pound it to a fine paste. Set all three aside. Measure out the remaining sauce ingredients: 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon sugar, 1 tablespoon tomato ketchup, 1 tablespoon vinegar, 1 teaspoon sesame oil, and 4 tablespoons chicken stock. You will take this from the poaching liquid once the chicken is cooked. Step 3. Prepare the rice ingredients. Wash 450 g of rice in several changes of water until the water runs nearly clear, then drain well. Finely chop the 4 cloves of garlic. Measure out 2 tablespoons cooking oil, 1 chicken stock cube, 2 teaspoons salt, and 2 teaspoons sugar. Have these ready beside the stove, as the rice cooking step moves quickly once you begin. Step 4. Prepare serving garnishes. Slice the cucumber thinly into rounds or half-moons. Chop the spring onions finely. Pick a small handful of fresh coriander leaves. Arrange these on a plate and set aside in the refrigerator until plating. Cooking steps. Step 1. Poach the chicken. Choose a large, deep pan or stock pot that will fit the whole chicken snugly. A pot that is too large will dilute the broth, while one that is too small will not allow even cooking. Fill the pot with enough water to fully submerge the chicken and bring it to a rolling boil over high heat. Once the water is boiling, carefully lower the chicken into the pot, breast side down. Immediately reduce the heat to low and cover the pot with a tight-fitting lid. Cook at a gentle simmer. You want only the faintest tremor of bubbles, never a vigorous boil, as boiling toughens the meat and tears the skin. Cook covered for 10 minutes, then turn off the heat entirely. Leave the chicken in the hot water still covered for another 40 minutes. The residual heat will gently finish cooking the bird to tender, juicy perfection. Cross-reference note: Serious Eats recommends poaching until the breast registers 155 degrees Fahrenheit and the legs reach 150 degrees Fahrenheit. If you have a thermometer, you can check by inserting it into the thickest part of the breast and thigh, avoiding the bone. Rasa Malaysia suggests 35-45 minutes of gentle simmering for a comparable result. Lee Seok Ching's covered heat-off method is the classic home-style approach and works beautifully without a thermometer. Step 2. Ice bath the chicken. After the 40-minute resting period, carefully lift the chicken out of the poaching liquid. Immediately plunge it into a large basin or bowl of cold water, ideally with ice, and let it sit for 15 minutes. This ice bath is a critical step. It shocks the skin, halting the cooking process and causing the skin to contract and become silky, smooth, and slightly gelatinous, the hallmark texture of great Hainanese chicken. Without this step, the skin will be flabby and the meat will continue to cook from residual heat, becoming dry. Step 3. Finish and hang the chicken. Remove the chicken from the ice bath and hang it up to dry. You can use a poultry hook suspended over the sink or simply place it on a rack elevated over a tray. Let it air dry for 10-15 minutes until the surface is no longer wet. Once dry, mix 1 teaspoon sesame oil with 1 teaspoon light soy sauce and brush this mixture all over the chicken skin. This gives the chicken a glossy, appetizing sheen and a subtle savory flavor. Cut off the legs, wingtips, and neck, and return these parts to the poaching stock to continue simmering. They will deepen the flavor of the broth that you will use for the rice and the soup. Step 4. Cook the fragrant rice. While the chicken is drying, cook the rice. Wash the rice thoroughly and drain. Heat 1 tablespoon of cooking oil in a wok or large frying pan over medium heat. Add the finely chopped garlic and fry until golden and fragrant, about 1 minute, stirring constantly so the garlic does not burn. Add the drained rice and stir fry for 1 minute, ensuring every grain is coated in the garlicky oil. This toasting step gives the rice its characteristic fragrance and prevents it from becoming mushy. Transfer the rice mixture to a rice cooker. Add enough of the strained chicken poaching stock to cook the rice, approximately 2 1/4 cups of stock for 450 g of rice, adjusting based on your rice cooker's guidelines. Crumble in the chicken stock cube, then add 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon sugar, and the remaining 1 teaspoon sesame oil. Stir to combine, then start the rice cooker and let it cook until the liquid is fully absorbed and the rice is tender and fluffy. Cross-reference note: both Rasa Malaysia and Serious Eats recommend rendering the reserved chicken fat trimmings in the pan before frying the garlic, then using that rendered fat to toast the rice. If you save the fat trimmings from step 1, fry them in the oil until the fat renders and the pieces are crispy, then remove the crispy bits and proceed with the garlic. This adds an extra layer of chicken richness to the rice. Step 5. Make the chili sauce. While the rice cooks, prepare the chili sauce. Pound the 10 red chilies, 1 clove of garlic, and the ground ginger together in a mortar and pestle until very fine. Alternatively, blend them in a small food processor. The paste should be smooth with no large chunks remaining. Heat 1 tablespoon of cooking oil in a small saucepan over medium heat. Add the pounded chili ginger garlic paste and fry for 2-3 minutes until fragrant and the oil begins to separate from the paste. Add 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon sugar, 1 tablespoon tomato ketchup, 1 tablespoon vinegar, 1 teaspoon sesame oil, and 4 tablespoons of chicken stock taken from the poaching liquid. Stir well and bring to a boil. Taste and adjust the seasoning. The sauce should be a balance of spicy, tangy, slightly sweet, and savory. Remove from heat and let it cool to room temperature. The sauce will thicken slightly as it cools. Cross-reference note: Rasa Malaysia's version uses fresh lime juice instead of vinegar for brightness and omits the tomato ketchup for a purer chili flavor. Both approaches are authentic. Lee Suk Ching's ketchup and vinegar version yields a slightly sweeter, more rounded sauce that is very popular at Malaysian hawker stalls. Step 6. Prepare the soup. Strain the poaching stock through a fine sieve into a clean pot, discarding the solids, including the neck, legs, and wingtips that were simmering. Taste the broth and adjust the seasoning with a little salt if needed. Bring it back to a gentle simmer just before serving. This clear golden broth is served alongside the chicken rice as a comforting soup. It is the liquid gold of the dish, infused with every bit of chicken flavor. Step 7. Carve and plate. Remove the chicken from the rack and cut it into 2 5 cm wide pieces using a sharp cleaver or chef's knife. Chinese-style carving leaves the bone in, cut through the joints to separate the wings, legs, breast, and thighs, then chop each section into bite-sized pieces. Arrange the chicken pieces neatly on a serving plate. To serve, lay cucumber slices around the edge of the plate. Pile a generous scoop of the fragrant rice alongside the chicken. Drizzle a little dark soy sauce over the chicken if desired, and scatter chopped spring onions and coriander leaves over the top. Place a small dish of chili sauce beside the plate, and serve a bowl of the hot poaching broth as soup on the side.